This conference will now be recorded.
Today's session. So first of all, let's start with virtual environment. In the last session, we were discuss about static file, static resources. So for that, we create a static folder, and inside the static folder, we just created CSS, images, and JS. But inside the images folder, we have placed some images. Okay, as we know that to work with static resources, in settings.py, you have to include this location. Here you can see import OS compulsory required, and after that import OS, we have to include static dir. Static underscore dir equals to os.path.join base dir comma static. Okay, so hello, can you hear me? Yeah.
Yeah, I can hear you.
So we discussed the last session static resources, and we are working with static directory right now. So we have included static directory in os.path.join base dir, your static folder name also I mentioned. And after that below we have to configure the static directory into static files dirs. So we have seen static files underscore dirs equals to static dir. So everything is perfect, but in the last session we faced some issue. The issue is very simple and silly. Okay, I'll tell you what is that. So you can go to templates. Right now we are working with my app 2 and views. In this view, I'm returning index1.html. In index1.html, look at this. We are placing static resources in index1.html. So in index1.html, why it is image is required. Previously, what I use anchor tag I use. If we are working with images, then why anchor tag we use? It was completely mistake, no, previously. So that's what there was no image. Let's see this start server. This is a mistake what we did in the last session. Python space manage.py run server.
Sorry, what was the
And that,
mistake which we did yesterday?
that's what I'm telling. You can see there is no image. Yes, there is no image. What is the mistake means we are working with images, but we are using what tag here? Anchor tag. Generally, anchor tag can be used for what? Hyperlink. So we have to use what tag, image tag. This is the mistake what I did in the last session. Image tag is the self-closing tag. So now this time you can see image will come now. Only this mistake I did. So now let's start server, run this. Look at this here. When we run this, so image is coming or not? Image is coming. Okay, this image is coming clearly. Got it. So what mistake we did means this is in place of image tag I use what? Anchor tag. That's not correct. But no one get idea even from your side also. Even so after class, just when I was thinking about this, then what I did means image tag I need to place instead of anchor tag. Okay, fine. So this is what actually using static resources, especially images, we are using from images folder. Similarly, we can also use static resources like CSS or not. Yes. How to use static resources CSS means first let me create a CSS file under CSS folder. So right click on CSS folder, go to new and style sheet I'm preparing now. So my style sheet name is what's that sample.css. Once I enter this, so we can write any CSS rule. Okay, yes. Suppose you are giving body section background color is look like background color, any color you can take background color. And even h1 section is there. If it is h1 section, h1 styling also there. Okay, color is red color. So just I'm using css, normal css. So in our template index1.html, so we have a body section, we have a h1 section also there, h1 section. Okay, h1 section I'm keeping into here before image h1. I'm using welcome to Durga's outline. So this is image h1 section is there, body section is there, on this styling is there. But when this css style will be applicable on your index1.html means this is actually sample.css, which is coming from static resources, which is available in css folder. Css folder is present in where? Static folder. So we have to use this css file into your index.html. But directly if you have a css file, directly we can able to link that. How to link that? Look at this in the head section. How to link css? You know that css adding purpose link tag is required. Inside the link tag, what is there? So href is there. Href equal to sample.css. If it is having directly your css file, sample.css is required. Relational equals to style sheet is required. But this sample.css is coming directly? No. It's coming from where? Static resources. So that's what I recommend. Static resources usage purpose compulsory we have to open bracket, curly close curly brackets, percentage. So static is required. And now you can see css is a folder name slash sample.css is the file name. That's all. Only these changes are required, sir, because of we are using static resources. The moment when we start using static resources, static keyword, css folder name slash sample.css compulsory required. Okay. Now if you want to work with properly that static resources compulsory in this html page, what is required in the head section? Load static is mandatory. If you don't use load static, then static resources will not load. Now let's start the server and static resources css resources also coming or not. Let me check. Now you can see static resources also coming like this. Background color is changing. Welcome to Durga Soft is coming. So image also is coming. Okay. This is static resources CSS file. And we have JS is also there. JS means JavaScript resources. You can include all JavaScript related files into JS folder. Let's create a JS folder in JavaScript folder. Let's create a JavaScript file in JS folder. Go to new and JavaScript file. And now I'm taking what actually here. Just observe here. Sample.js I'm taking. Sample.js. JS is already there. Sample.js. So here I'm just making alert message. Okay. This is JavaScript static resource. I'm just giving this. This is JavaScript static JavaScript resource. This is JavaScript static resource. Yes, resource. This alert box I'm giving here. Okay. This topic is there. You can check, but I am not following some order. Okay, in PDF this topic is there. Working with static files. Slowly go down. I'm just not following order. Okay, because according to what is that? So in my mind, what topic is there that's going to flow, but order is not required. Okay, yes. So it's there. You can check it once. After or before is there. Even after this topic, I'm going back to your PDF again. One topic I missed that also I need to cover. So I will not follow that document order. So any relevant section is there. For example, if you complete this topic, then only you can understand other topic means then I'll follow the order. But these are separate topics, individual topics. Now this is JavaScript static resource. And JavaScript resource how to use in HTML page means compulsory JavaScript also how to place into head section only. Now script tag is required for placing JavaScript. Inside the script tag src is required, and JavaScript is coming from static resource. Compulsory we have to use percentage static. After that, what is the file folder name JS? What is the file name sample.js? And after that, here you can see type text JavaScript here. This is optional. Same how we are added JavaScript file, CSS file, okay, and also images into HTML page. Same here we are adding, but we are using static resources. That is only difference. Now you can see once the moment when we run, first JavaScript alert is coming because it is JavaScript static resource. This is JavaScript static resource. After OK, then the CSS is coming and image is also coming. Got my point? So this is about working with what? Static resources in Django or static files in Django. I'm saying static files in Django. That's all. Next, I'm going to discuss about here one important topic I missed. That is for that purpose I'm creating a new application here. So post and get methods are important in Django. What is that? Post and get methods. So I need to discuss that post method and get method. How to work with post method and get method we'll discuss now. Post and get methods are generally in HTML point of view also I discuss already post and get method. So if I use get method, what is the problems are here? Simple. Get method means whenever we submit the values from the form, that values are clearly visible on the URL address. In get method, after submission of the form values will be visible in the URL address bar. Okay. So and also it is having limited size about 3000 characters. Even though the in URL address when we get values display, that value size is what actually 3000 characters maximum. We cannot store maximum characters more than that. So and also it is only for non-secured data, not for sensitive information. Imagine that if you are passing username and password, that username and password if you are submitting, after submitting that username and password is visible in the URL address means that is no security, no. So that's what get method through non-secured data is okay for get method, but secured data purpose post method is recommended. In the post method, after the submission of the form values will not be visible in the address bar of the browser tab. So in the get method, it will be visible. And also in the post method, there is no limited size. 3000 characters only we need to supply. No, that is unlimited. It has no size limitation in the post method. Let me show you here. I'm trying to work with this application. Okay, previously I created this is home.html. Let it be keep home.html only. Now I'm trying to create a new application for this. So example, to create a new application, what is required, sir? Just Python space manage.py start app my app 3 is there because the series I'm following my app 1, my app 2, my app 3 right now. I'm working with my app 3. Once we create a new application my app 3, we have to include into where? Look at this into settings.py. In settings.py, so under installed apps, we have to include my app 3. So under installed app, here we have to include my app 3. My app 3. Fine, sir. Okay, fine. After including my app 3, so what I mean to say here, first my app 3, I need to uh, create one form. First, let me create one form. Home.html is there. This form I want to create home.html. Just for I want to accept the values and I want to display the result to the other template. So let's see this, how to create a form here. Simple form I'm creating. Okay, yes. So here, first to create user interface in HTML, form tag is required. Yes, form tag is required. So I'm using form tag. To get this in the method form tag, method equal to get. The default method is get only. Even if you mention method equal to get, this is only get. If you don't mention anything, this is also get. Both are same. Got my point? So the default method is what's are actually here get only. If you mention method equal to get, this is okay. And if you don't mention also, that is also get method only. Same. Let me show you. So next, I want to prepare the form. So how to prepare the form? Just I'm taking num1. Okay, first number. Just two numbers I'm accepting. For every number, I'm preparing input. Type equals to what actually? Text type. Okay, text type. Name equals to what? Just num1 I'm taking. Name is important here. So break line I'm taking br. It is HTML form. Num2 colon input. Type equals to what? Text type. And name equals to what? Num2. And here also I'm taking break line. After that, what I'm taking? Submit button. Input. Type equal to submit. Value equals to submit or add, we can say that. I'm taking add is the adding two numbers, just for adding two numbers. Okay, yes. So this is a simple form. The moment when we run this only form, HTML form, it look like HTML form. This is normal HTML form, sir. Okay, yes, it's a normal HTML form. So I want to run this form through server, means Django server, not directly. So let's render this home.html through Django request. Okay, go to my app 3. In this view section, I'm taking one view, sir. Here, simple view I'm preparing. First, let's try to create a home view. I'm creating home. It's my view name. Current request. Whenever I get this request, this view through, I'm going to return the page. So return render current request where it has to go home.html. Home.html. After that home.html, so nothing is there, just home.html I want to display. Okay, home.html. This is the home view. When we execute this home view, it has to go home.html page. Okay, home.html page. Yes. So how it will go home.html page means just we have to set the URL. But right now we don't have any URLs in myapp3.py. So let's create URLs file in myapp3. So right click on myapp3, go to new and Python file. So create URLs. And URLs, how to create, you know that from django.urls import path. Import path. From django.urls, not utils. URLs import path. From your application name is myapp3 import views. Here I'm taking URL patterns equals to what I'm taking path. There is no name I'm giving. Directly I want to connect with home view only. So these URLs we have to include into project level URLs. Let's go to project level URLs. Here in the previous session I worked with myapp2. Let's give the name of the myapp2. Let me excite it. Next what I'm taking path. Now you can see comma include what is this my app3 here, my app3 dot urls. Right, sir. The moment when we execute this, so what will happen, first directly it will go to project level URLs. My app3 dot urls will call. After that, the request goes to application level URLs, my app3 dot urls. Here in this URL patterns, what I use, there is no name of the URL. Directly it will call home view only. Directly it will go to home view, in the sense view section home view is there. No, home view is going to send the response to a HTML home.html page. So look at this. Once I start running server, We got this home page only. Yes. The moment when we run home page, we got or not? Yes. We are running through server. But this is the get request. Get request means what? Look at this. Whenever I try to run this 10, 20 values adding, for example, I'm not writing any add code. Let's click on this add. But look at this. Get request means on the URL address num1 equal to 10, num2 equal to 20. After submitting the values through get method, num1 10, num2 20 is there or not? Yes. This is not good practice, I'm saying, because if it is normal data, it's okay. If it is any secured data like username, password kind of thing, so num1 equals to 10, num2 equals to 20 is there. It's not correct. So that's what here, what method is required actually? Post method is required. Post method. So now we can see here post method means what is that? So in this home.html, we have to use post mechanism. But by default method is what? Get method only. But we don't have any method, no sir. Yes. If you don't use any method equal to get, same get only. If you use get also, get only. Method equal to get, get. If I don't use any method get also, same get method only. Let's restart the server. And again, I'm using this form. Now you can see in this form num1 I'm taking 12 and num2 I'm taking 23, add it. So but there is no logic is, just I'm showing get method through how it is. Num2 value, num1 value is present in URL address. Address bar is there, num1 equal to 12, num2 equal to 23 is there. Okay, this is what not correct format. So what I have to use to avoid this situation means simply what we have to use in the method get is there, no, we have to use what? Post method. But look at this, the moment when we use post method in HTML form, this form is running through server. But look at this, the moment when we hit this, it will give, after submitting the value, let's see what's going to happen. You can see this, even posted. Click on post, now forbidden error is there or not? Yes. Why? Because compulsory in Django already we discussed. When we use post method, you must and should add CSRF token. CSRF means cross-site request forgery token. Okay, so that is compulsory. Otherwise, you will get 403 error. Forbidden. CSRF verification is failed. So without CSRF token, post method through, you cannot post your request to the Django server. Compulsory. CSRF token is mandatory, sir. CSRF token is mandatory. So here I have not provided any CSRF token. That's what it's going to show us 403 forbidden error. How to add CSRF token means simple percentage CSRF token. That's it. It will come in IntelliSense. So if it is post, CSRF token is mandatory. Now this time you can see we are not performing any action. I will write action result also. But look at this. The moment when we run this, so when we enter some values here, these values will not be visible on the URL address. Look at this, posted the data, but do you have any values here appearing? No. This is secure. Get method through, when we submit values from the form, that values are visible clearly into a URL address. If normal data, unsecured data, it's okay. But secured data like username and password, when we are submitting, if you are using still get method, that username and password also what we entered in the text boxes, that's clearly visible to the all in the URL address. So that's not good practice. So that's what here post method I'm using with CSRF token. Now coming to the actual logic, my requirement is when we start server, automatically URLs through, I'm going to call what view? Home view. Home view in the sense home view is going to be written home.html page. In this home.html page, what I have written, just prepare the user interface by accepting first number, second number from the user. And when we click on submit button, add button, then I need to show the result into separate page. So for result purpose, we need to do calculation or not? Yes. So calculation purpose, what we need to add? Yes, df, one more method I'm taking, view is there, add method. So df add current request, current request. So here I'm accepting value from where? Form. Okay. So now you can see request dot, request dot. So here if we use, uh, here I'm using post method, not get method, no? Look at this. I'm using what method in the home.html? Post method. So we have to use request dot post method of what is the value num1. B equals to request dot post method. What is the value? I'm taking num2 here. Num2. So a value by using this add view, I'm collecting the values from num1. Okay. Request dot post whatever the posted data from the home.html. That posted data I'm requesting num1. How this num1? Because in the home.html, what is the name of this control? Num1 only. What is the name of this control? Num2 only. Two numbers I am collecting from this form because of this name of the controls or name of the text boxes. In this text box, whatever the value we entered, that is num1 name through I am accessing. In this text box, whatever the value we entered, that is num2 name through I am accessing. So that's what I'm requesting the posted data num1, num2 name through. I'm getting the values and stored into A and B values for adding two numbers. So finally we need to add what actually A plus B here only in the view section. So I'm taking res result or r equals to A plus B means result value r means result. Finally, this R value we have to send to concern page or not? Yes. Return render current request. Then I want to create a separate page for result purpose, result.html page. Into this result.html page, what I should send? Result value. How I should send the value from view to template? Django template language. Why we use DTL language? Because this is server side code. The values which are going to send from server side to HTML template, then we cannot send the values directly. Even HTML template cannot understand the server values. So HTML template can have the language called template language. So that language through they can access this R. Okay, yes. Which file you are working on? Which file you are working on?
Yes, Mohan, yeah. So I always get confused where to look. Do I have to look on the tab view or on the highlighted one? You are
So I am right now I am into view
okay. That's what I want. Okay.
result.html. Now I'm working on view. So I need to send this R value to result.html page. Now I need to send R value to result.html page means context we have to send. Context is always in dictionary format. Result is a key, R is a value. So in this result.html, I have to access this key only. But do I have result.html page? No. Let's prepare result.html page also, template page. So in this template, right click on it, go to new and HTML template result.html. In this result.html, I have to display the result in the h1 section. The result is coming from view. That is Django template language output format. You have to use this result. In double curly brackets, close. This result is coming from where? View. This result is what? Key. Dictionary key. Value is what for this key? R. R means what? A plus B. This A and B values also getting values from where? Form. Posted data num1 num2. How we are posting the data num1 num2 in the home.html, whatever the control names are there num1 num2, that we are collecting. But how does this form knows when we click on add button what action method? Action method is add only. Why this action method add is required? Because of when we click on add button, whatever the posted values num1 num2 from here to your respected view, that action method is add method. Immediately it will collect the add method, it will perform the result. This result will send to result.html. I'll tell you clearly, just a minute. So step by step I'll tell you. Number I am trying to enter 12 and I'm trying to enter 34. 12 plus 34, 46. Click on add. Look at this, the page is found. No, page is not found because of we have not set the URL for this request. Did I set any URL for add? No. So let's go to URLs of your application level. I need to add this here. Add slash views at what add. This is my view name. So immediately based on the URL name only, add method will call. Add view will call. So don't give any slash. Now add. So now this time you can see Control C, run server. Now the moment when we use this, look at this. I'm trying to give any values 56 and 12. But look at this, the output is also different. Now you can see 56 and 12. So 5, 6, 12 is there. Why 5, 6, 12? Because in Python, the moment when we accept values at runtime, that all values will be treated as what format? String format. So two strings are concatenating here, yes. But look at this, what request is there here? Add request is there here. Add method through, we are calling this view. But 5612 is available. Why? Because that's need to be converted into integer only. Yes, string format that are integer only. Here in the view section, in the action method, we have to take this integer type. This is typecasting. So here I'm taking integer typecasting. Let's close this. Now this time you can see restart the server and run the server and execute this. When I hit this, now we got this values like 56. I'm taking 23, any values. 79 should come, so 79 is coming properly. But look at the URL address after submitting. So add a method, action method is calling or not? Yes. So let's close this all tabs. Step by step, I will explain. Try to understand what's going to happen here the moment when I start server. Okay. Let's clear it. Now you can see I'm going to terminal, Control C, clear screen at the server, Python space manage.py run server. The moment when I start server, now you can see we got this uh, server. When I click on this link, directly first request goes to where? Project level URLs. In this project level URLs, what is the URL name? No name. No name in the sense first priority it will give to what? myapp3.urls. It will call myapp3.urls. Fine. Close this. After calling myapp3.urls, then look at this myapp3 application URLs it will look. In this URL, first view is there, no name. No name in the sense first what we will get? Home view, home page will get. Home form, home.html will get. So it will call views.home, immediately it will go to views. After going to views, home view is there, no? Home view is going to render the HTML page what? Home.html. So we are going to see onto the screen home.html page. After that, we are going to interact with home.html by entering num1, num2 in the text boxes. The moment when I click on home.html, look at this. The moment when I click on home.html, add button. Okay, after entering num1 here, num2 here, add button. Immediately, what action method will call on this form? Add method, add action method. But based on this name action method, it will go to URL section. It will look this add only. Okay, that name and this name need matching or not? URL name. So based on this URL name, it will call what view? Add view. Immediately it will go to views and add view is calling. And in this add view, a value is collecting from the num1 from where? Posted data from the form. Num2 posted data here. A, B are there with it because A values and B values are coming from HTML form in the text box, or whatever we enter the values in text box that all are string format only, that we are converting into integer format, sir. So after converting into integer format, we are placing that into A and B. So once we try to add A plus B, result is available in R value. Finally, this R value I need to send it to result.html. To send this R value to result.html, we have to use context. Context is always dictionary key and value. So this is dictionary key and value. But finally in the result.html also what value I'm using? Context value, key value, result is there. Got it? This is the flow. So same flow is going to be happen now. So when we hit this request, directly home URL will call. Home URL to home.html page is coming. The moment when I enter the values here, these values are string only. The moment when we click on add, in the form action method add will call add view through. It will call add view URL through. It will call add view and it will collect the A value and B value. This 10, 20 are string format. It convert to integer. Result will send to other page. Result.html. So this is what post method, get method. So right now we are using what method? Post method. If I use get method, what is the problem? I will tell you. Look at this. Here also I'm using get method. Now in the view also I'm using get method. So get method also will work, but the problem is what actually here? Look at this. So here get method I use no. The problem is what? Look at this. 10, 20 values are there. The result is coming 30. But look at this. The values are appearing into where? Num1, num2 in the URL address or not. So num1 equals to 10, num2 equals to 20. This is not good idea. So that's where what we recommend actually post method is recommend. So here we have to use post. If we use post method, the URL whatever we submit the values, that values will not be visible in the URL address. So that's what I recommend use post method only here. So this is request and response using get method and post method in Django. It's a simple form and values whatever we submitting, that values we are processing through our logic, Python logic. Result is 1112, 112, add method PV is there. Okay. Suppose note this point one thing. Okay. So I want to give some clarity. Sir, what happen if I give this add slash here? Look at this. Carefully observe here. What happen if I use add slash? Normally, whenever we give the URL name, generally add after we use slash, no? Yes, slash. But look at this. Here, add after slash I am giving. But just observe here. Run this. When I try to add these values, now you can see here where it will go 20. Click on add. What is the problem, sir? Runtime error. Got my point? So look at this. You called this URL via post, but the URL does not end in a slash and you have append slash set. Django cannot redirect to the slash URL while maintaining post data. Change your form to point to 127.0.0.1 colon slash add slash slash only. Note the trailing slash is there here. Trailing means right side character. Leading means left side character. So this is looking forward, Django actually. Got my point? But look at this here in the action, in this URL, we use slash. But how this URL can identify, sir? By using home.html action method or not? Yes. But do you have any action method slash also? No. Look at this, I'm using slash. Add slash. Action method is add slash. So let's run this now. Let's hit this. Now I'm trying to enter the values. Now try to add it. Now result is coming or not? Yes. Okay. Because in the URL address you have used add slash. So that slash action method only need to be matched. So hope you understand why I am not mentioning here slash. If I don't mention here, it will be clear for us. Home.html also action method should be clear for us. There in the URL slash you mention it looking for action method with slash only, but this action method is not with slash. No, that's the problem. Hope you understand. This is very important. Many students get confused like that. They will by default they'll try to give the add slash, but sir my view is not working means yes, name conflict should not be there. So in the in the HTML post method, what action method name is there? That action method name should match with what URL configuration, because this name through only we are calling this view. That is important. But why we need to use slash is a best practice. Better to use best practice slash, because in the sense, see, whenever you are going to access any web page, okay, normal Flipkart or any like that, URL address after slash your about us space slash other content slash, like that it will be there. So redirection will be slash. If I don't use slash, it's okay, fine. But actually that URL address will not be work. For example, let me show you that one example. I'm going to work with the why slash is recommend. I'll tell you. First application I'll go now. So look at this. Your application is this one, my app. My app is views are there. Look at this. Okay, V1, V2 views are there. Just observe here. First application I'm showing right now. According to your doubt, two views are there. No, my app. In the URL project level application URLs, what I have V1 slash V2 slash is there. Fine. Project level URLs also my app is there. No, my app. I want to execute my app view. Let's see this my app view. Let's go for my app 3 here. My app 3. I'm giving name, so it will not work. Now this time you can see my app slash is there or not. My app slash. Observe here. My app slash my app URLs. In the my app URL also v1 slash is there. Yes. Let's start the server. So what I'm giving here, slash my app slash v1. Okay, this is v1 view from my app. So how it is look like? Very clear or not? Separation. This is URL address, your application name, and inside the application your view name. That's correct. So you are asking that why don't what is the required to give the slash? So let me remove the slash here. My app I am removing. Slash I am removing. Got my point? This is slash I am removing my app. Now this time you can see I'm starting the server. So I am working with this one, sir. What is that? My app slash v1 here. Is that? No. So at the time what we have to use? Look at this. My app v1. This will work. So my app p1 is actually two parts, but you are passing what as a one part. It's looking one part or not? Is there any separation? No. The people when they look here, it is my app v1 only. That is no. My app is separate. V1 is separate. So separation of concern, we have to use the slash. So the moment when I give slash, look at this, my app slash slash after something is there. We need to call it. So again v1 it will go to my app URLs. In the my app URLs again something is there v1. We have to call it this one separation. So that's where we use slash recommend. Now you can see this will work with slash my app slash v1. So it's work like this. So better to make separation here. Okay. Yeah. So this is about get method, post method, and static resources in Django project here. So that's all for today. Today I'm leaving somewhat little bit early, 15 minutes, because I should reach today uh, to my institute. I need to reach early. So that's what I'm going to be wind up this session now. Tomorrow we'll meet it again. Tomorrow and day after tomorrow. So no Sunday holiday from now onwards. You should join Sunday also.
Can you please
So
check the message? PyCharm trial expiring in 7 days.
yeah, it's obviously in my computer also it says it is expiring in 4 days. Again, I'll be back after 4 days. Just change the mail, create a new mail, and you will get authorized successfully new mail through. Again, 30 more days you will get. Don't purchase and don't buy it. Just any mail is there, no other mails, your friends and colleagues, and you can use that mail. It will work for more 30 days. That's
Okay, thank you.
yeah. Sunday, give me Sunday holiday. No, no, no. Sunday, actually, the so many some students are feeling that I am not going to take regular sessions. It will not finish within 4 months or 4.5 months. So even my side is very. Even I feel bad when I cancel the class. Uh, So that is not correct. So that's what I'm making Sunday also. Because you are thinking about yourself one session, but I need to take 10 sessions. How should I feel if I cancel 10 sessions daily? So that's what intentionally I'm not going to do the cancel because some situations are bad here. So internet connection, so many things. Okay. So that's what I'm not going to leave the holiday. So I'm going to take the classes Sunday also. As soon as possible, I need to finish. So you should attend compulsory. There is no chance at all.
Is everyone
Sir,
agree with
please
the
go a
Sunday
little
class?
bit slow,
Please.
sir. It's very
Yeah.
Tell me.
fast. Please go a little bit slow, sir. It's very fast.
Okay, okay. So you have to
Yes.
indicate in the chat box at least if I go fast, then you have to make just alert message so that I'll
Okay, sir.
slow down. అంత
Yeah,
అయిపోయినాక
yeah.
చెప్తే కుదరదు కదా.
Okay, sir.
ముందే చెప్తే I can able to slow my side.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, yeah. You just drop the message. If it is little bit
Okay.
fast, then you just drop the message so that I can get alert. I'll go slow very.
Sure, sir. Sure.